ArDarius, were you paying attention to other games Saturday after Alabama's game?
Nah, after that game, I took a long nap. I woke up a little late to see all the other games, but I heard there was a lot of upsets. So.
What's your reaction like when you see that? When you see the 2, 3, and 4 teams fall?
I mean, it was crazy. Now stuff just gonna be out of whack. People thought it was just gonna be, like that for the rest of the season, but it just threw the charts off a lot. So.
It's kind of a reminder that the top teams can go down to unranked teams when you guys are on a winning streak like you're on.
Anything can happen. The team come out and play that game right. I mean, you never know what can happen.
What does it say about this team that it's been able to be so consistent week in, week out, when there is a lot of parity in college football today?
All right. I mean, that's something we, take and try to, keep going. Coach talks about it every week, all week, that you can't get complacent. You got to get all the little things right. That's something we take pride in and try to do every week.
ArDarius, in last Saturday's game, I wondered if Alabama got any lower on tailbacks, if maybe you'd be interested in.
I don't know. I joke with Coach Burns a lot about putting me in the backfield, but you never know.
ArDarius, are you a basketball fan? Do you follow it all with Avery and all of
No, I don't really follow it a lot. I just play it, If I ain't playing it, it's kind of boring to me.
Speaking of running backs, what have you seen from Josh Jacobs this season, especially in his freshman year?
Man, he's an elusive little back, man. It's hard to take him down, he can make plays when you don't think there's anything there. So that's just another asset we have to our team, and I'm glad to call him a teammate.
On your 67-yard touchdown run, or pass, I guess, when you split could you feel yourself kind of cutting through? Because they had angles on you, and you just kind of slipped on by.
I mean, when I look back at it on the film, I saw the angles, but I really didn't pay attention to it when I was running. I was just looking at the end zone, trying to get there as fast as I could. I guess it worked out.
Does that kind of speak to kind of your, I don't want to say hidden speed because we know you're fast, but just kind of how fast you can be?
I mean, I guess so. I can't tell you.
Do you feel underrated with your speed?
I just play, man. I don't feel underrated or anything like that. It just comes. Whatever they think, it's just what they think. Can't help that. I can't control it. So I just play ball.
ArDarius, what do you like so much about Trayvon's skill set and what he does?
I mean, he can do a lot of things. They had him on defense. He went on defense, like I said, like in the beginning of the season, he was over there intercepting the ball, and then after that, he'll come over and catch a couple touchdown passes on offense. So that's kind of crazy for a young guy to come in and get all of the aspects right on offense and defense. So.
You said that somebody that you've worked a lot, worked a lot with. You've worked a lot with him.
I mean, yeah. I worked a lot with all the receivers. When he came in the room, he came in. We had open arms. So, it's just something we, like I said, take pride in again. He's a band of brother. He's with the BLB group, so we just keep him on our wing.
How much has that jet sweep play, the pop pass kind of thing, how much has that really opened up this offense this season?
I mean, it's opened up a lot because you never know if we're going to pass or run another asset. So, Lane Kiffin's done a great job of mixing it up and trying to keep the defense on their toes.
I think y'all started a game off with that play 4 or 5 times this year. I mean, it seems you've been the beneficiary a couple times. Do you know it's coming every first play, every game, or what?
I mean, not every first play. I mean, it just depends on what he puts on the script.
You gotta figure out what's going on sometimes in the red zone with not getting touchdowns, kind of stalling out. Is there any consistent thing going on there?
Say it one more time.
When you guys stall in the red zone, not scoring as many touchdowns when you get past the 20.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's just part of the game. Sometimes we get it, sometimes we don't. Well, we practice on it, every week, trying to finish in the red zone. So it's just another thing we have to get better at.
ArDarius, Mississippi State threw at Anthony Averett a lot. Yeah. How much better is he? And, what have you seen of his progress?
I mean, that game definitely got his confidence level up. Guys been coming at him trying to try him, thinking he's probably the weakest link. But I guess he showed him that you come over there, he's going to lock it down.
Yeah, what about his game? Do you see? Is he tough to go against?
I mean, he really is tough to go against because he's a fast, DB. And, it's hard to get past him and stay past him because he has that pickup speed and he can get back level with you when you get past him. So that's definitely something that he has in his arsenal.
What's different about this first? Go ahead. you know, they got the big three. I called you guys the big three, 13 and 88. They got you guys involved on the first drive of the game.
Right.
What impact does that have for you guys on the sideline and staying engaged, not just from a receiving, but also blocking and playing the entire game?
I mean, you know, it helps when a receiver and the quarterback, you know, we get that mesh and we get it together. We start to click because it get our confidence up, and we can start passing it more, and the confidence level for the quarterback rises. And I mean, that's just, you know, a part of the game. And when we don't get it, when they start running the ball and we get down and blocking, that also gets the running backs confidence level up. So it all ties in together.
What's different about this year's senior class?
Say it again.
What's different about this year's senior class?
I mean, we have a lot of leaders. You know, we just not, you know, like all the leaders aren't the ones that talk, but they, you know, show up by their actions. So that's another thing. Instead of just speaking on it or, you know, just talking about it, we go out there and show the young guys how to do it instead of, you know, just keeping it verbal.
Is that different from a year ago?
I mean, every year is different. So.
What's the mindset like going into one of those like plays where you know you're going to get on the pop pass compared to just running a regular route?
Say it again.
On the pop pass, on the shovel pass,
Mm-hmm.
what's the mindset like when you're going into that play knowing that you're going to get the ball compared to a play where you know you're just running a route?
You just got to keep speaking to yourself, saying press the block and don't be too fast because you tend to run too fast on it and overrun your block. So you got to be patient and let the hole develop and it'll open up.
Is it been more or less intense than a game like this against an FCS team? Or is it just a matter of degrees with him?
I mean, it's just another game, you know. He's going to be the same way regardless of who we playing, and that's what keeps our team so great. We play to a standard, and he keeps it that way.
Thanks, ArDarius.